Alright YouTube, this is Sunday, June 4th. It's about 3 or 4 weeks after the Nostalgia Drag video. Hope you enjoyed that. Haven't gotten to race much since then because of the weather. And I did race last night. Didn't bring the camera with me. Only went 2 rounds, one first and second round, and lost a very, very close third round. 000 or 00 with a 6 win margin. I think I threw the time slip away. There it is. Of course, I threw it away. As you can see, 000 or 006 with an 8 win margin. That's like 0.006 of a second, I think. But here's the winner side, and me, the loser on this one. Like I said, it's a very close race. 0.38 reaction time with me. I've done better, but not too shabby for a foot breaker. He had an 0.25. He was dialed in on a 47.45 and won a, or he was dialed in on a 7.44. I'm sorry, and won a 45. I was dialed in on a 48, and I ran dead on it, 48 with a 6. And in my car last night, full pass was getting 105 mile per hour. I thought I was a hair bit ahead of him. I knew it was close. And I pedaled it and run dead on it with a 6, so you couldn't ask me to drive any better at the end of the track. He just had a better reaction time and got me. If I'd have run dead on it with a 0, he still would have got me by 0.008. So that's how close that is. So that's why even really good bracket racers, I'm not saying I'm really good. I do get some wins, but I don't care how good the bracket racer is, you don't win all the time, because races are very close. Anybody can take you out on the right night. So that's what was going on with the racing. I'm going to try to get some more racing footage. I wish I could get some different views of the car racing, but everybody I know down at the track is usually too busy to video for me, so that's why most of my videos are from inside the car. But what I'm going to do today, I got 2 issues with my enclosed trailer. First of all, I want to move this jack back maybe about 1 inch. Probably not, don't have to go that much. And I need to do this while the car's on the trailer, because this only happens when the car is on the trailer. That hits, as you can see, I've been rubbing it, scuffing up my new truck. Hate to see that happen. Wish I hadn't have done it, but it's done. Anybody knows a good way to repair that and make it look a little better outside of replacing it? I thought about maybe sanding that out of there. It wouldn't look perfect, but better. But we need to fix this rubbing first. And I've been putting the ramps in the back of the truck, which is kind of a pain in the butt. You got to climb up on the tailgate, which you have to lower and rubs and then step on it. And I'm getting tired of having to put my ramps in and out of the back of the truck. So I'm looking for a way to mount them to the trailer and make it easy to get them on and off without the use of tools, but safely secure them down so they don't fall off while I'm going down the road. And what I'm thinking of doing, show you where I want to put them. Alright, I'm wanting 1 ramp on each side of the trailer, just like that one is sitting. I think that would be an easy access way to get to it. I've seen some trailers made with slides under it. I don't feel like doing all the welding. I just want to do something quick and easy, and I want to make it to where I don't have to use any tools to remove the ramps. So I'm not going to be permanent, bolting them down. I'm thinking of some kind of homemade hitch pin with some pins on the back side, drill some holes in make some pins to go down through here. I'll probably drill a hole here and here in this, which will not hurt the strength of this old angle iron. Go all the way through the trailer and just make some kind of a pin that I can slide down in there, and then I will have to reach under and just put my pin in. Only thing that will make it inconvenient that I just now noticed is there's this brace under here, and I'll have to reach way under, but you know what? That's not that bad. I don't think it'll be that bad. Yep, that's where it's going to go. So let's see if I can dig up enough junk out of the garage and make this without going to the store and buying anything. If you hear some fan noise, I apologize ahead of time, but I'm going to leave it running because it's getting muggy. Warm and muggy. Summer's finally here. After a whole month of rain and unseasonably cold weather. Now this is some 1/2-inch steel tubing. I think it's pretty heavy. I think it's plenty strong for what I want to do. It don't have to be super strong, just hold it in place. Keep it from bouncing around and sliding around. And I need 4 6-inch long pieces is what I've decided. And which is 24 inches. 6 times 4 is 24, so we got plenty here. We'll cut off 4 6-inch pieces. Then I'll show you what I'm doing as we go. Okay, the next thing I figured out I was going to do, and the only reason I'm doing it this way is because I want to try to do it with the stuff I have laying around the garage and not go to the store or spend any money. These are flywheel boats off a small block Ford, if I do believe. I've got a ton of them laying around. Every time I tear down an engine, I keep all the boats. And they're a 7/16 fine thread and a 7/16 fine thread tap, which I think the inside diameter of this is good enough to get some threads in there. Probably not the exact recommended tap drill size, but if I can cut some kind of threads in there, that will do what I want to do. And what I'm doing is I'm going to screw these into one end of each one of them, all 4 of them, and that way when I drop the pin into the hole, which will be drilled through the ramp and the trailer, this will stop it, and I'll just have a spring pin on the bottom side. And I think that'll be a pretty convenient setup to secure them in place without using any tools. Actually, I need a better tapping oil. I don't have any actual tapping oil around here. I don't have my lights tight enough, so it's not like it's that hard to tap this. Perfect. There's a shoulder about 1/4 inch from the head of the boat head, and I'll just screw it in until it locks up against that. And that'll just stay in there, and just keep the pin. It's not swelling out. Pulling it tight. Keep my pin from falling out. Okay, I got all the holes drilled in both ramps except one hole on this bottom one here. And the reason I did that was I want to make sure these holes are the exact length on both ramps. The distance from each of these holes are the same length on both ramps. So I did 3 holes, got one here, 2 holes over there, one in each ramp. I got my pin that I'm going to use, drop through both of them, line that up. Of course, we're clamped together here. I'm going to drill through this one. And that way, after I drill my holes through my trailer, I'll use my ramps as a template. I'll just lay the ramp where I want it and drill through this hole and into the trailer. And of course, the pin will drop into the trailer. The hole needs to be opened up a little bit. Or it might be the pin. But anyway, and then once that goes through the trailer, I'm going to use these as spring pins. I thought I had some spring pins laying around, but I couldn't find them. I searched for about an hour, wasted a bunch of time. I found this old fishing stringer, which I hardly ever use. So I'm going to take this off. It's just attached just like a key ring. I'm going to use 4 of these, one on each pin, and I'll just do that. I'll drill a hole through this, 1/8 inch hole I think. It'll slide through there, and then I'll be able to snap that shut. And actually, so I don't lose these, I may want to attach these with a chain. I don't know, small chain or cable or something. Probably do that later. I'll just have to make sure that every time I remove it, I snap this in place and keep these as an assembly when the ramp's off the trailer. But we got to drill a hole. Find my glasses. There you go, Mark. Knock everything over. Oh, no, I don't have a start hole here. I'm going to try to drill with this one big drill here because I'm too lazy to swap drill bits out. Yeah, this drill is a little wobbly. It's too big for the chuck, so it got spun down and I put some flats on it and they're not very even, but it works. Might work. Off to the trailer we go. Before I drill those holes, looks like I got to start up the car and get it off the trailer, which means you get to see a startup. Hot in here. hurt anything. I just wanted to drill just through wood. Luckily it's through the flat part of the piece of angle iron. So I'll have to get a pilot drill for that. I'm going to go ahead and drill through the wood completely. I need extension. That pin is in. That ain't bad. Now I do see one flaw in my design. As I said, I was going to put a spring pin on the bottom of the pin, which is not too big of a deal here. I can just reach under here and do it. This side is different. Tire's in the way. So you know what? I think that if I just had one spring pin in that front, I don't think that's going nowhere if I just leave that like that. If I'm bouncing so bad that this is going to come flying out of there, I probably got a lot more to worry about than just this ramp falling off. Wouldn't you agree? Maybe you don't. I don't know. But I think we're going to try that. I think that would be fine if we just leave that in there because it's sticking through quite a bit. I may have to spend some money that I didn't want to spend. I could also get one of those hitch pins that have a spring-loaded ball in there. We may look for one of those online or at Tractor Supply, but I think that will be fine like it is. And we'll do the other side the same way, and then we got to move our trailer jack back. Alright, let's see if they interchange. It's not a big deal if they don't. I can just mark one for passenger and the other for driver's side. I'm also going to put a tack weld on these washers so that they stay with the pins. That was a little tight. Sorry about the butt shot. These ramps are hot in the sun. That'll work. I'm pretty sure the other side will too. Probably won't be quite as easy with the car on it, but I'm sure it's still doable. We're going to pull the car back on it after I move the jack to make sure I've moved it back far enough. But I just got to drill for my spring pins on the two front ones. Like I said, I'll leave these as they are because I'm not going to be reaching under the trailer to secure those. We may buy some of those hitch pins with a ball in it later on. Or if this doesn't give me any trouble, we'll leave it like it is. here's how the clip worked out. 3/16 hole. Slides right in. I might get a spring pin later, but I think these are going to work just fine. Hey, I think I like the way that's going to work out. The only tricky part is reaching under here and getting this on. But you know what? This is still better. If I can find the hole, this is still better. I want to do it without crawling under the trailer. There we go. There we go, I got it. That will take practice. It's on. I like it. I think I'm going to like the way that works. I don't think they're going to bounce around that much. I say it'll ride. Okay, so one thing left to do is to move that jack back about an inch, like I showed you when the car's on the trailer. This happens. So a ½ inch would probably do it. I may be able to do it by just elongating these two holes here. This here is slotted and it's moved all the way forward. So I might be able to just loosen them up, move it back, and maybe elongate them holes. Show you how it turns out. I'm running out of battery here. The jack back like I wanted, and it took a lot more than I thought, just like everything else I do. I was hoping that it had a big opening that this whole shaft went into. No, it was pretty much almost like a press fit. You had to tap it out with a rubber mallet. I was hoping that all I had to do was elongate these holes, but I had to get that out of there and take a die grinder and a Dremel bit and oblong the hole, which you can't see because it's all together now. There was a hole on this top plate and the bottom plate right here. I had to elongate that so that this would slide back enough so that with the car on the trailer, yeah, I know it looks close, but it clears, so we don't have to worry about that no more, and I won't be rubbing here. And like I mentioned before, if anyone knows of a good way to get that out of there, I was thinking of sanding it smooth, even though I would lose my finish there, but it would look better than that, I guess. Then polish it back up somehow with some of that cleaner for the black plastic. I forgot the name of it. It's something black, Forever Black or something like that. But the ramps worked out good. I think that's going to be a lot better than what I was doing. I think these are going to stay in there. I don't think they'll bounce out on me. Like I said, if I'm bouncing that bad, I got other problems. But, alright. That's everything I'm going to do in this video.